Hi there, I'm John Bond from Riverwinds Consulting, and this is Publishing Defined. Today I'm going to discuss open access in relationship to book publishing. Open access, or OA, is most commonly associated with journals. However, OA has just as long a history in book publishing. An engaged concrete model has just been slower to emerge and be embraced by many different publishers. But things are changing. As a reminder, open access is when content, usually peer-reviewed, is free of all restrictions to its access, such as a reader needing to purchase it. Open access material is usually available to anyone, anywhere, at any time, assuming you have internet access. OA also means the material has limited or no restrictions on its use, such as copyright restrictions. In book publishing, open access can be applied to monographs, books, textbooks, or any other book formats. What is true, for the most part, for journal open access applies in the same way to OA in books or monographs. With the industry experiencing declining book sales, the OA model has several advantages. It provides a much larger audience to authors. This leads to a greater dissemination of scholarly ideas and studies, thereby fostering intellectual discourse. How the economics of the OA model work in book publishing are closely related to the model in journals. That is, some funding source must back the publication. Most commonly, in book publishing, it's the institution or a foundation or association that funds the project. Of course, the authors or editors may fund the project themselves through a grant or through their institution. Library or universities might also fund the book. Most commonly, open access books are exclusively ebooks, thereby reducing costs. Some open access publishers offer a print-on-demand option at a reasonable fee. This can be used to defray book production costs, but then it seems to stray into retail book publishing. Some companies or organizations have embraced this model, with Springer, Brill Publishing, Oxford Unity Press, and other university presses being in the lead. For other for-profit publishers, the model has been slower on the uptake due to the funding piece. A few organizations of note: the Directory of Open Access Books, or DOAB, can be found at doabooks.org. According to them, the primary aim of DOAB is to increase discoverability of open access books. The directory is open to all publishers who publish academic, peer-reviewed books in open access format. DOAB is a service of the Open Access Scholarly Publishers Associations, or OASPA, which is a trade association that was established in 2008 to represent the interest of open access publishers globally in scientific, technical, and scholarly disciplines. More information on them at oaspa.org. There are several other noteworthy organizations and initiatives working in this area. A quick Google search will show that there are more than can be discussed here. Just as open access is well ensconced in journal publishing and the scholar community, open access is making its presence felt in scholarly book publishing to an increasing degree. With declining sales in the professional book market, it's a natural transition once more reliable funding sources emerge. I imagine this video will need frequent updates in the future with all that's happening here. Well, that's it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel or click here to see a playlist of other videos dealing with open access in book publishing. And make comments below or email me with any questions. Thanks so much, and take care.